There are many different courses available at Prosper High School, some specially catered for future careers. One of those is forensic science, which is the application of natural science to matters of the law. Later in the show, academic reporter Caitlin Wessels takes a peek inside the classroom.
Prosper's theater play, These Shining Lives, is being performed for audiences on November 3rd through the 5th. Tickets are $5 or $10 at the door.
It is finally November, but that doesn't necessarily mean crisper temperatures. Hannah Dennis is in studio today with the forecasts to expect as we ease into a new month.
Eagle Nation News starts right now.
Good morning, Prosper High School. Today is Tuesday, November 1st. I'm Sola Cantai.
And I'm Luke Cordy. Here are today's top stories. Volleyball is in playoffs, and to kick off their postseason, the Eagles head to Liberty later tonight to make a statement. The student section has been asked to black out for the game.
Election Day may not be for another week, but the Prosper High School debate team certainly got into the spirit. They hosted a mock debate last week featuring students acting as real-life candidates Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. At the end of the debate, Donald Trump came out a clear winner.
The Best Robotics competition last week, hosted by Prosper High School, consisted of 42 robotics teams. The objective was to make a modern farm machine with the ability to plant, harvest, and to take the produce to market. Prosper's team came in 18th place.
The Prosper Theater Department is in full swing, already performing their second show of the year, but there's so much more behind the scenes that many of us don't see.
That's right, Sola. These Shining Lives, a play centered around 4 Illinois women working in a watch factory, is the latest production by Prosper Theater. Lexi Curitan was at the scene to get more for us.
The theater production group held their first full production play of the year on October 27th. The play consists of 2 casts, with one from October 27th to 29th, and the other cast from November 3rd to 5th.
The play is These Shining Lives, and I play Catherine Wolfe Donahue. The play is about 4 women working, and it takes place kind of in the 1940s era. So it's a little bit about like women's suffrage and them working, and they work for a company who uses unsafe products.
Both the lead actress and the director of the play have been inspired by previous experiences and past teachers.
Theater was one of the only things I was ever good at as a child. I was in band and I played trumpet for 12 years. I was an artist. I boxed and things like that, but I was always just mediocre. From like 6th grade on, I was always doing like after school theater, things with like outside theaters, not school related. And it just took off. I've
been acting since like middle school, but in 1st grade, like we did like readers theater and stuff, and that just kind of like inspired me to do it. And then Miss B, who's actually working here now, was my theater teacher in middle school, and she really helped me continue on with it.
A brush and a woman's 2 hands.
At theater's most recent end-of-the-year banquet, Mr. Stevens announced the plays they would be doing in the upcoming year.
Oh, those look wonderful!
We do 2 main stage shows a year, 1 straight play and 1 musical, and then we have our competition show for UIL that we also perform on the main stage, but then we also compete with that.
On average, it's about 5 weeks of rehearsals for the actors, and then it's about a week to 2 weeks for the technicians, and then we put it together, and it goes.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Lexi Curitan.
After this commercial break, academic reporter Caitlin Wessels gets an inside look at the forensic science class.
Forensic science is a class unlike any other. It is the study of criminal investigation. With more on that topic, here's Caitlin Wessels.
Forensic science and law enforcement go hand in hand.
Forensics plays an important role in law enforcement by analyzing physical evidence later to be presented in court. An ATF agent and a polygraph examiner visited both classes in order to help the students explore the different areas of the justice system. These speakers taught the forensics and law enforcement classes about lie detectors and federal laws.
In this class, we go over the laws and the rules, procedures that officers would need to have whenever they are out on the field. So it really does give them that foundation of knowledge that would help propel them through their career. When they're done here, when they go to police academy, they've got the background and the prior knowledge of the experiences they learned in class to help better prepare them for when they get out on patrol.
Forensics and law enforcement work together on every crime that is committed. Even though they are in two very different areas of the justice system, they can't do their jobs without each other.
Law enforcement, whenever they have a crime scene that they have to respond to, they go, they collect the evidence, they photograph it, they sketch it, they make sure the chain of custody is established, and then we send it to the lab where the forensic analyst can go over the evidence.
From speakers to training videos, both forensics and law enforcement experience a wide variety of teaching in order to better enhance their understanding in each of their specific fields. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Caitlin Whistles.
And now, with your daily dose of social media, here is Ethan Burden.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ethan Burden here with your daily dose of social media. I hope everyone had a great Halloween last night. Today we'll start off with a few of your Halloween pictures submitted last night using the hashtag #IanandHalloween. We'll kick it off with a submission from @BrookeMencher and @Ali_Mencher, taking on politics And then we'll end with a submission from @Brianna2800 with a very clean submission. Thank you everyone who participated and submitted any photos. If you weren't randomly chosen, there will be many more chances in the future. Now once again, it is contest time. Winners will be given Olivia Holt concert tickets for November 6th. Tweet at us @EagleNationNews with the hashtag HoltTix. You must be following Eagle Nation News for a chance to win, and we will be checking. All Twitter handles will be put into a generator, and the winners will be announced on Twitter this Thursday. Well, that's it for today for Eagle Nation News. I'm Ethan Burden, and today is National Cook for Your Pets Day. After the commercial break, Hannah Dennis will have your 3-day weather forecast.
Do you love playing music? But you learn there's little money in it. Why not learn about radio? Experience being an on-air personality and calling live sports broadcasts. The perks can be amazing. Radio with Edge first meeting on Thursday, November 3rd in Mr. Berliner's room 1050. See Mr. Berliner or Mr. Lackey. PHS Radio Club. Radio with Edge.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation. We have finally hit the month of November, which means Thanksgiving is right around the corner and daylight savings time ends. It ends Saturday night at midnight. For those of you who don't know what daylight savings time does, it gives us an extra hour of sleep, so remember to set your clocks back an hour before you go to sleep Saturday night. Moving on to our 3-day forecast, today will be one of the hottest days this week and hopefully this month with the high reaching 84. We have a 10% chance of rain throughout the day and then it'll go up to 20% overnight. We will have winds up to 20 miles per hour today and tomorrow while the rain moves through. Tomorrow the high reaches 82. Now tomorrow is our biggest chance for thunderstorms. We have a 40% chance of rain throughout the day and overnight. So if you plan on doing anything outside tomorrow, you may need to save it for a sunny day. Thursday the high reaches 79 and we have a 30% chance of rain, but that may go away once we hit Thursday. Now, as you possibly could tell that our temperatures are warmer than usual, the averages in November are in the 60s and 70s. Next week we'll move into the 70s, so let's hope that this is the last week of 80s. I'm Hannah Dennis, and the leaves really need to start changing color.
After the break, Abby Smith has a volleyball playoff preview.
Open study skills sessions begin October 26th during Eagle Time in the counseling office. First come, first serve. There are only going to be 15 slots available each week, so sign up early.
Prosper Theater will be performing their second week of These Shining Lives on November 3rd, 4th, and 5th at 6:30 p.m. Will be sold at the door at $5 per student. If you are interested in joining the UIL Computer Applications team, Visit Miss Chantana Puma in room 2233 for more information.
So swim had a meet yesterday and they did really well.
That's right, and tonight volleyball is taking on their first playoff game at McKinney High School against Frisco Liberty. Abby Smith has that preview. Abby, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Sola. I'm Abby Smith. Last Friday, the Eagles swim team competed in a meet against McKinney High School. The boys dominated the Lions by a score of 120-60, and the girls came up a little short with 93-87. Overall, the Eagles won the meet 207-153. Congratulations to them. Last Thursday, the hockey team played Plano Senior, where they dropped the game. The boys played this Thursday at Plano against Frisco High. Puck drops at 6:30. Tonight marks the night of the start of the 2016 state playoffs for a Prosper volleyball team. After an unprecedented season where the girls not only went undefeated in games, but they did not lose a single set, Mackenzie Hamilton recaps their senior night and sets the stage for what's to come.
Last Tuesday, the volleyball team played their last home game of the season. For seniors Bailey Jaton, Katie Weatherly, Abby Gargis, Toria Mays, and trainer Tanisha Jones, this marked their last time to ever play in the notorious Eagles Nest. This did not mark the end of their season though, one that the Eagles hope still has a while to go. Ending off with a record of 38-7 overall and 14-0 in district, the Eagles had quite an impressive season. In district, the team did not lose a single game, let alone a set. The pressure is on though, as the ladies have been undefeated, and now they must stay that way in order to climb up the ladder of playoffs. Their first test comes tonight at 7:30 at McKinney High School, where the Eagles will be facing off against Frisco Liberty.
The girls play tonight at 7:30 at McKinney High School against Frisco Liberty. As you've heard Mr. Wright announce, the game is blackout and also silent night. Next time, Mackenzie Hamilton will preview the last district football game, recap the volleyball playoff game, and have more information on future games for both teams. That's all I have for you today. For Eagle Nation Sports, I'm Abby Smith. Let's see what they have for us. Back at the desk.
Thank you, Abby. And now for a few final announcements. Any student interested in joining the Creative Writing Club, see Miss Day in room 1216 on Wednesday after school.
UIL's Social Studies first practice is scheduled during Eagle Time on Thursday in room 2232.
National Art Honor Society, or NAHS, is hosting their new member meeting in the LGI room November 3rd at 4. Any questions should be directed to Mrs. Mock in 1037. Dues are due before the meeting on Thursday.
HOSA is meeting Thursday, November 3rd in room 1255 before school at 7:45 or after school at 3:50.
Practices for the UIL math team are Thursdays after school in room 1148 beginning this week. If you have any questions, see Mrs. Kirk.
The French Club is meeting after school in room 1112. Dues are due and t-shirts will be ordered.
And finally, orders for 2016 playoff shirts are during all lunches tomorrow, November 2nd. T-shirts are $20.
That'll do it for our show today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Luke Cordy.
And I'm Sola Cantai. Live long and prosper.